Hi, I just want to tell you about the first time we moved the boat. We bought it. It was in one mooring in the marina, but we had to move it across the other side, 100 yards. I don't even know whether it was that. Lovely day. My parents came over to help us to start emptying the boat. Thought perfect weather, very still, very calm. Anyway, I said to my mum, we've got a job for you today. And she said, oh, what's that, love? And I said, oh, you could be a bollard. So I took her around the other side of the marina and placed her. I said, right, stay there so we know where we're heading towards, because we haven't, we've never done this before. So she said, right, okay, that's fine. So she started doing that. And as she came round, as we pulled out, my dad was on the boat. So it was me, my dad and Kev. As the wind picked up, just started to rain. I thought, oh, right, okay. Went across, started pulling out, went across, and I shouted back. I said, I can't see my mum. My mum's gone. As the wind picked up, horrendous rain started, torrential rain. The wind, hailstone, and we went straight past our mooring and straight in and got stuck beside a load of boats. It was just awful. I dropped the pole in the water, which probably isn't going to be the first time I do it, or the last. We've got the rain is absolutely hammering it down, and where my mum had gone, she'd gone onto Barry's boat. Hiya. She'd gone onto Barry's boat, and who was the boat that we were going to be moored next to. He said, you can't stand out there. It was absolutely chucking it down with rain, to the point that when we finally got, Barry helped us get pulled in, we got back onto the boat, and we were that wet. My dad was steaming his trousers, that is, not him personally. The steam coming off my dad's trousers. Me and mum had padded jackets on. They were full. The water was just dripping out. And there is, oh look, say hi. That's my daughter and my grandson, and we're off to cinema to watch Star Wars in a bit. So we'll meet you back round at Nanny and Grandpa's.
No.
There you go, we're off to see Star Wars with Uncle Gary in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, all right, I'll meet you round there. Bye. See you in a minute. That was good timing. So it was their first trip on the narrowboat. They thought it was funny. I didn't know whether I'd put them off at all. I'm surprised it's going to happen again, that sort of thing, but we be a bit more wary now when the wind picks up and take it a bit more seriously. Barry is on the boat next to us. He has been amazing. He's got all the phone numbers sorted out for us, for bridges and how you do what and what's done and where it's done and how it's done and what time it's open, you name it. Barry's helped us with it. And even in the mornings when we turn up and we've got nothing on the boat, the first thing Barry does, he makes us a cup of tea. So that's so nice. So when I get a kitchen, how exciting, a kitchen, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? When I get a kitchen, I'd have to repay him. So I'll have to make him a cake and a cup of tea. Anything we want to know, we always like, oh, go and speak to Barry, go and speak to Barry. So he's been an absolute rock. We couldn't have managed without him. So I'll catch you later. Bye. Teddy. Meet our dog Teddy. He's a cavapoo. He's quite a big cavapoo, but he keeps saying, Teddy, what's this? Taking him out for his walk. Oh, look at that face. Oh, look, he looks so happy. Look. This is what we come home with all the time. He doesn't mind. Drops all over my parents' house. Tommy went down the side gangway by the boat. He commando crawled on his stomach with his legs out to the side. He wasn't very keen on it at all. We're hoping he's going to get used to it. I'm sure he will. He's got his life jacket, so he's all prepared. Boat, don't know when that'll be back. They reckon the end of this week. I think probably the week after. Then all the work can start. We had great fun taking the poo tank out. It was 6'3". It was a bit bigger than we expected. Didn't know how to get it. We did get it out in the end, but we couldn't get it in the car to get it round to the Elson point to finish empty. It wasn't quite empty either from the people from before. I started gagging and heaving. I ran off the boat because I couldn't stand the smell. My partner was there, he had to cut the thing in half so we could bag it to get it emptied properly, and he couldn't make the last cut because I wasn't stood there with him holding the tank, so I had to put a mask on, and he was telling me to breathe through my nose so I couldn't talk. Couldn't breathe it, got it done. Anyway, as we went to tip it out into the ocean, the bag split all over my hand. Luckily I was wearing my mum's coat. So guess where my hand went? Down my mum's coat just to get it off me. I didn't. So at least that's one job that is gone. I'm sure there'll be other times when there's going to be things like that going on. But the worst of it is all out. All the dirty stuff's out, apart from where they've been sanding it down. I'm sure there's lots of dirt, but we've got to sand the woodwork down anyway. And then hopefully we'll be choosing kitchens and bathrooms and everything soon. Not a lot else to say. We're going to put a bit of a compilation of the time we went away on our first narrowboat trip. And anybody's got any questions, you can always ask us stuff. We have 5 children between us, 2 grandchildren, a dog.
And a boat in dry dock.
And a boat in dry dock. We've sold our house and everything we own. We've been watching YouTube channels now for just over, well over a year now. We've gone and done what lots of other people have done or have wanted to do. So many people say, oh my God, that's great, we'd love to do that. It's very scary thing to do, to all these years that we've been collecting, you know, everything for the house, and you know, it's all gone. All we've got is a boat and nowhere where we can live. So hopefully you'll be able to see us as we get it up together. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Going down the canal, just on the first lock, extremely scary, very good, very difficult to manage, more difficult than we thought, but Kev's getting the hang of it. I haven't had a go yet.
And we've turned the boat around.
And we've turned the boat around, and I was very good on the locks, and it wasn't that scary. I'd rather be doing the locks than be in the lock holding it still. Speak to you soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Under our first bridge. And Kev got through without touching the sides. Don't watch that, yeah, move over a bit. Yeah, move over a bit. Kev?
See what's coming around the corner.
I know, but you need to make sure you don't hit that boat.
See her in the corner, in the centre.
Yeah, but your back end's going to go, you're going over a bit, aren't you? Look at that. For a boat. Just going past it now. Now that's what you call a lot of stuff. Somebody will come out shouting at me in a minute because I'm taking pictures of their boat. We're now mooring up, right in the middle of the countryside. We'll take the dog for a walk, and then we're going to have a cup of tea. And some food, and unpack. And we haven't really got the right clothing on, so we are really cold. Fingers are like ice. But the dog can have a great run along here. Kev took 3 miles to pull the boat over. We nearly ran out of embankment. We started at the top of there, as far as you can see. Say hello.
Hello.
We started at the top of there, and it took us all the way to get the boat in. It's not very easy to do. You can see the dog just through the window. You can see the dog through the window there. Doesn't know what on earth is going on. Probably won't want his tea. He'll probably have an upset stomach. I found you went in a cupboard. You obviously got scared earlier when we were doing our practice. We had another couple with us while we were practicing, and they took us down through a lock. And he'd been in a cupboard sitting, so we obviously got a bit scared. So he's just sat there on the boat still. Lots of place to walk. We'll walk the dog in a minute. I'm just stood here holding the centre line, as one will call it. Pretending I know something. Well, you pretended you look like you know what you're doing.
I've got a clue what I'm doing.
When that pin come out, it doesn't need to be against the... Do you know what I mean? Against the grain. It's pulling inwards.
That's right. You're the main boat.
Yeah, he says he knows what he's doing. Well, it's certainly an experience. Kev's getting really good at handling it now. And the boat. I've not had a go yet, but I'm going to have to. But I've done the locks. I have done a lock. We've got 3 more to do tomorrow.
Is that it?
Have you got to do one to this one?
I don't know if they do centre line. Do one.
I don't... Well, it's not going to hurt, is it?
Hang on.
Morning.
Morning.
It's a lovely day. Look, we're going up that way, just behind Kev's head. That's in the way. I've got to move this, and as I jump on board, I've got to jump on and push away. We're going to try a different way to get it away from the side of the bank. That's what it looks down that way. Lovely morning. It's actually warmer than it was yesterday. But hat. That's not a hat. Hat, scarf, gloves. They're covered in grass now from doing the ropes. Dog is on the front with his buoyancy aid on. Good night's sleep.
You got the rope?
Good night's sleep. Woke up about 3. The boat wasn't moving at all. No rocking on this boat. It was very calm, peaceful, quiet. Dog was very good, and Kev's now going to moan at me. Put the bloody phone down, because he wants to pull away now. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. Okay, and here we go. It's Kev at the very back. Wave, Kev! You see him wave it? Yeah, got him. And that's the way we're going. Yes, and I've still got my Where's Wally hat on. I am still here. How peaceful and calm is this? Look at that, try and get out of the way. That was a nice push off, wasn't it? Nice.
Nice.
Feel better driving it today?
Yeah?
Do you? Do you feel better today? Kev?
Hello.
I think it's raining a little bit. Wasn't rocky. It's very calm. Dog slept on the sofa. He was very good. And then early hours, well, probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, he was outside the bedroom door, so we let him. Yeah, so we let him in, and he curled up on the bed, and he was very good. Apart from when he heard a couple of noises, and I kept seeing a light shine, so I got up and was looking around to see where the light was, and I looked through all the windows, and in the end I opened the curtains wide, and there were 3 blokes outside walking. There were 3 blokes outside walking as I opened the curtains fully, and I was naked. I did not expect to see 3 blokes with lights on their heads, flashy things, all in their high-vis stuff. and I opened the curtains fully because I was trying to find this light, and there was 3 blokes stood outside the window where they were walking past. So I probably scared them half to death. They wouldn't want to see that again. Nobody does.
Right.
Good morning, Teddy. Good morning. And what do you think of this? Do you want to tell me? A little whisper. What do you think? Not a lot? Oh, Kev's getting brave. He's just upped the speed. We are now at 2 miles an hour.
We are hopping pace. Not quite a walking pace, just hopping. I'd play chicken with a load of ducks as well.
It's just starting to rain. Very fine hazy stuff, but hey, who cares? We might even stop for bacon and eggs later. And we're going up to a folly. Did you say it's a windmill?
Yeah.
And it's apparently.
You'll see it in this weather though.
Oh, okay.
Probably
Might not be. It was really clear weather yesterday. Today it's warmer, but it's not as. It's a bit rainy.
Splash.
There you go. The thugs of Kennet and Avon. No, it's not the Kennet and Avon. Grand Union.
You've travelled a long way.
Look, thug life.
Oh, look, there's a little boy. Oh, reservoir. Alpha.
Are we parking over that bit there, down there
I
then?
think so, yeah. Parking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to park.
We're going to park our boat just down there, and then I need to go and assess the situation of the locks. Bye. Boat is tied up just there. That's what I just said. I think we've only got a. Right. Okay. So there's the. Hold on. There's a lock. So now we've got to open this paddle. Hold on.
Level's right.
No, you just got to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this down now because we need to do this. There you go, it's the gate opening. Because the water level is right. So that's it. I don't think that thing needs to be on there, does it now? That's what's throwing
That's
it.
right.
That doesn't need to be on there. Okay, right, hold on, I'm going to start. Yeah, hold on, let me come back down.
Okay.
I'll push you away slightly. And then we've got another lock straight after this one. So it's all a bit... It's only just gone 8 in the morning. Tie that, and then we've got to go straight into there. Okay. That's it. Kev's now coming through. And he's got to go through that gap there. So I'm going to run up here now. Well, maybe not run, but a quick walk. Because then I have to open the gates up here, and as you can see, beyond that one, there's another, we're straight into another lock. And it looks like there's another one beyond that one as well. So, there he comes. Watch it hit that gate. You can hit the gate. Lovely. Just skimmed through. There he comes. Okay, so he'll be in this lock now. I've got to shut that gate. Taking the radiators down this week. So I can see my partner in the back. I don't know if this is going to film it or not. I could just see somebody looking at the door. We're taking the dog out for a walk. And I will start recording again in a little while. Bye. Very good with the film. I'm not very good at the talking. I can talk without the camera on me. I can't talk with it on me. It shuts me up. It's the only thing that does. We're just taking the radiators down for them to fit.
GoPro, stop recording. Talk now. Tell all your viewers what you
Shut
think.
up, you only ever say things when you don't ever say anything, you just don't take the piss.
I do not.
This week could be the end of the next week. We're not quite sure when it will be. This sounds awful. GoPro, stop recording. Stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Hi, well as you can see we still don't have our narrowboat back. Here's Kev, he's just stood behind me. Say hi.
Hello. I couldn't see the camera.
It didn't matter, just... GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.